I hope you have been enjoying your weekend. For me, I don't have any weekend. All the days are the same. So today I want to speak to ladies. You know, they said that we are the weaker vessels. So that's why I'm concentrating on them. I want to talk to them about how to recognize an abusive relationship. That's going to be the title of my video this evening. I know that a lot of women have found themselves in relationships where they are being abused, but because they don't know what to look out for, they don't even realize that that experience they're going through is some kind of abuse. So today, I'm going to be enlightening them on how to know or recognize an abusive relationship. But before we start, I would like to put some kind of background or definition to what an abusive relationship is. Now, so domestic abuse occurs when one person in an intimate relationship or married tries to dominate and control the other person. So what we find in that kind of is usually an intimate relationship, usually occurs between couples, and we find out that one party is trying to control the next person. We are not here to control anyone. I don't think that the purpose of man is to control another man or another being. When I say man, I'm talking about beings. We can control creatures, animals, we can control our children, but I don't think that adults are to be controlled. So when you're experiencing one form of control or another in your marital relationship, I want you to know that that is domestic abuse. Now, the next thing you need to know is that abuse escalates. Usually it starts with threats. One party starts threatening you, shouting at you. Then it moves to verbal abuse. Then violence can happen. So we need to also know that abusers, there's some traits, some skills they have. Abusers are skilled at using fear, guilt, shame, intimidation to wear the other party down. So if you're in a relationship where the other party is using fear on you, each time you see that person, you're afraid. It's as if you're freezing. Your heart wants to cut. You don't know what to do. You get confused. You're right there in an abusive relationship. Or you're feeling guilty all the time. You're feeling guilty. You're being made to feel guilty. You're being told things that make you feel bad. You're always blaming yourself. That's an abusive relationship right there. Intimidation. The person is using intimidation on you. That's an abusive relationship. So I want to take us through some signs, things that you would see, then you know that this could just be it. I'm in for it already. Now let's see some of these signs that will help you to recognize if you are in an abusive relationship. And you may need to take your pen or paper so you can note some of these things, because some of them will be coming to you like questions. And the more yes answers you're going to have for those questions, the more likely that you are in an abusive relationship. So here we go. Now we'll start with your inner thoughts and feelings, how you feel about yourself. So do you feel afraid of your partner much of the time? So you need to think about this. When your partner is around, or when he comes home, or when you meet him, are you always on your toes? You're walking on eggshells. You don't know the next thing you're going to do. You don't even know what's going to trigger off an issue between the two of you. If you feel afraid 70% of the time, you're most likely in an abusive relationship. Then the second thing about your inner thoughts and feelings, how you feel. Do you feel that you can't do anything right for your partner? There's some relationships where no matter what you do, you can't just get it right. There's always a complaint, there's always, something you didn't do right. Are you in that kind of relationship? The third one, do you believe that you deserve to be hurt or mistreated? A lot of women, I'm sorry, actually, this video is targeted at women. I know and I understand that some men are equally facing abuse, but like I said, I think women are more our victims in this kind of situation. So I'm speaking to them because, like I said when I started, we are the weaker ones. And, because we are always, our emotions have a way of beclouding our judgment, I think that we are the ones that need more help on this topic. So I'm addressing the women. Now, do you believe that you deserve to be hurt or mistreated? He's doing so many things to you, but you have gotten yourself to accept that you deserve all those things, that you're the one that is always wrong, that there's something you might be doing wrong, or maybe people around you are telling you this, that there is something you're not doing right. I know a relationship where, the man is hardly available. He goes on for days. He doesn't call the woman to even explain his whereabouts. And, this lady keeps feeling that there's something she's doing wrong and she deserves it. So you need to, look at that situation and check